And we're live.
Yeah. You ever try edible underwear? That's just a yeast waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Tastes like shit. They're
It's
basically
like a really gross. It's like a really gross fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
Because you know that like if you're buying like a fruit by the foot or something at the store, it hasn't been there for super long. You know, there's probably a good number of people buying fruit by the foot at the store. There's some turnover there. If you're buying edible underwear, maybe just the area you live in, people aren't that into it. And so you're buying edible underwear from 1997, trying to eat that, and all of it's basically alcoholic at this point from fermenting.
Yeah.
But
I like the grape flavor. That was strawberry.
well, it's grape now. Yeah.
The flavored lubricants are often a yeast infection waiting to happen
the worst.
too. Yeah.
How could they even legally sell that stuff?
Right.
Never given those a go. Seems like a terrible idea.
It wasn't us actually. We remember when Wet Platinum like sent lube to us, and you know me and sending
your wife
stuff
gave
on.
it to her friend, and she got the yeast.
Yeah, we gave it to our neighbor 2 doors down, and Jackie's like, "You didn't know? Yeah, you can't stick flavored lubricant up your hoo-ha. It's got
so
sugar."
What are you supposed to be doing with it? Is it only for anal sex? And am I so clean with my butt fucking that a little bit of this strawberry lube isn't going to get in your pussy anyway? Let's be real here. It's ridiculous for them to even sell it. It's like selling strawberry flavored strychnine. It just doesn't make sense. You don't want people to eat it, so why fucking make it taste like anything?
I have
like squirting it in their mouths.
It doesn't taste that
Jesus.
good, and it doesn't. I mean, it's a real limited function.
It doesn't lubricate well either. It gets sticky. It gets sticky and gummy after you take that stuff.
Because there's sugar in there.
Yeah. Put it between your hands. Rub your hands together for 6-7 solid seconds. Then like pull them apart from one another. It's gonna be like taffy. You're gonna see the strings of it stretch. Wet Platinum Premium, on the other hand, that is straight up black bottle that says Wet Platinum.
That shit is good for like 12 fucking sessions or 3,000 miles. Like it just stays as lube.
You can fuck tomorrow. Like you're gonna be lubed up all week.
Dude,
it's too much. Honestly. It's like
nuts.
if you use a lot of it and then you go get in the shower afterward, it's an actual scrubbing session.
Yeah.
Like you have to like get like some special shampoo or something that'll cut through the grease or oil or whatever it is.
You dishwashing liquid.
Get some
in
Dawn.
there.
I'm washing. I washed my cock like it's a duck covered in oil after using that stuff.
It's
like
funny. You
you
shower and it's still there, and you just like
brushing your cock.
Like,
it'll be okay, little fella. Look at you.
You can see like the meniscus of the lube settling on the floor of your bath as it's rinsing out. You know, it's
my
it's
whole
very,
midsection
very
has less friction than normal today. It just you can't get rid of it all.
I use it for everything. I have put it on door hinges. I put like I swear to God, and it's better than WD-40. It's got to be. It's so slippery. It's like from Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, when he sprays the non-stick stuff to his sled and he takes off down the hill and it just goes boom, and there's just a flame behind him. It's like that kind of lubricant. You spill that shit on hardwood, you better go get the mop. The something to cut it. You're gonna have to clean that.
You gotta call a guy to go put some carpet in because that hardwood's done.
You gotta sand it out or something.
But yeah, honestly, and we're making fun of it, but everything we're saying is 100% true. That is the best lubricant you'll ever use. If you use lube for sex, then get Wet Platinum. There is no reason to get anything else. You don't want water-based lubricant. You want silicone-based lubricant, and you want to use the right kind of condoms with it, or it'll melt them. It'll melt regular condoms. Keep that in mind.
I don't like the way any lubes smell, though.
It dissolves them. Yeah.
I thought that was like petroleum-based lubricants.
Yeah, it's oil-based, isn't it? Because then it interacts.
Experience that Wet Platinum turns condoms into this thing that'll just kind of tear apart after a while.
Okay. Well, if you're going off experience, I don't want to combat that.
I usually use the Skin SKYN condoms that are like don't have what's that? They're the ones that don't have latex in them. Yeah, because you never know.
You never know who's allergic to latex.
True.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you actually know the person you're fucking. Like,
fill out a questionnaire and latex. Okay this evening. All right, latex.
I mean, that's my situation. That's all. I'm just saying. Like, we met before.
Yeah, the whole flavored lube thing really doesn't make sense because like try and think of a use for it. Like what is a use for it?
Can you use it as a massage oil?
No,
It'll just
you
get
would.
sticky. It'll be like rubbing someone with like strawberry jam. Like it'll be like smooth for a couple seconds, and then it's all tacky.
I think it would be good if you were like stroking a penis and sucking it, and you wanted it to taste like strawberry.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
No, even then, why would she have to like eat a bunch of lube for that? Can't you like they have like body powders, like sugary powder they can just put there? Then you don't.
Sugary powder?
Wait, does sugary powder function as a lube though? Because you do want some lube action.
It's body. Just look up like a body powder. It's just like sugar stuff that you can sprinkle wherever you want and then lick it off. And it's not lube.
Are you talking about frosting another human being before sex?
You want it to be lubey. That's the point of lube.
That's Wings Redemption style.
No, but it's not the point of lube in this situation because it's just what would the lube serve? If anything, it's just going to drop down between your ass cheeks. It's going to get all over the place. It's going to get sticky very quickly. You know, like
hand jobs can go next level when you add lube.
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying.
Lubes enhance hand jobs.
And I'm saying that she shouldn't be doing a hand job down there anyway. If she has flavored stuff all over your dick, get the hands out of there.
Well, that's the thing. You can add in the mouth, and you know, we're having a party.
Maybe. I guess that's the one use I could think of that makes a little bit of sense.
So you get the strawberry lube on her vagina. You get some peanut butter in her ass, and you get yourself a slice of bread. And just from you
she
always
comes with
want
a bun.
Now this is important with girls. Now this is important. Most people won't tell you this. When you're doing this, you want to go from the front to the back. Always the front to the back with that slice of bread. Okay, and don't use honey wheat. Don't use honey wheat. You want white bread. You don't want any
nothing with oats or seeds.
No, wait a minute. Since honey doesn't ferment, like it never goes bad, maybe you can put honey in the hoo-ha and there's no like.
No, honey does go bad. It will not rot, but it will go rancid. And if you eat rancid honey, I think you can die.
Really?
You can make alcohol.
I thought honey was good from like Egyptian days, which I guess are also today.
Seal it up.
Like, oh,
they seal it up in these vessels, those like like pottery vessels, and they're like sealed on top. And they've broken that honey out before, and I guess it's still good. And I know those survivalists, and I know a guy who's like this, have multiple 5-gallon buckets of honey, all sealed up permanently and everything. So those 5-gallon buckets would probably last thousands of years, right, of edible honey. But just imagine those hard times when you're just like,
what are we having? A honey again?
I would hope that there's some stuff to put the honey on, but I don't know how hard these times are getting.
Yeah.
When you've got to turn to the honey bucket for sustenance.
You got to turn to the honey.
You keep that in mind. You're like, I'm so hungry. Crack out another 5-gallon bucket of honey, Bill. Like, that's not good. But yeah, don't use that fucking lube. Any flavored lubes. Use Wet Platinum. That's the best lube I've ever used. It's the only use I like to order it from Amazon in the big bottle with the pump on top. That's much nicer to have.
Yeah, that sounds better.
It's so slippery.
Like bottles that you squeeze out, and it gets so slippery on those bottles. It's hard to pick up. Like if you pick it up days later, it's still like shit. Like you almost squeeze it out of your hand like a piece of soap. Yeah.
And the worst part is like it's so slippery. It's so slippery. And the word I'm looking for is they talk about viscosity. The viscosity is so low in this stuff. It's so thin that it will seep out of its own bottle. The Wet Platinum bottle is incapable of
bottle
containing...
is in a Ziploc bag.
Yes, mine is too. It has to be, because if you turn it sideways, you turn that thing sideways on any surface and wait 10 minutes and come back, and it has dribbled out a little quarter-sized splotch of Wet Platinum that will soak through bed sheets, into mattresses. Like it'll make the top of your dresser all of a sudden this nightmare zone where you put your hand on it to like push yourself out of bed, and your hand slips, your elbow hits it, then you fall on the floor
like the nightstand. If it's ever had Wet Platinum on it, you'll be like, zoom. Oh, yeah, I remember that 9 months ago. Wet Platinum touched it, and it's still fucking lubed because it never goes away.
So I like the pump bottle, and I've even gone so far as I went to Target and got myself like a porcelain like bottle dispenser that would be like for bath soap, and it's all nice, and I just fill that thing up with my big like I think it's either 30. I think it's 32 ounces. The bottle that I buy, it's $40 a bottle.
That's a lot of Wet Platinum.
It's a lot of Wet Platinum, but I'm pretty liberal with my lubricant, so I can go through those little $10 bottles pretty quickly.
We're running out now, but they sent us so much Wet Platinum, I've never had to buy it. Like, if you could picture a 55-gallon steel drum, they sent us like the bottom 20% of it. Just like a box full of it, like all these. Jackie's giving them away.
Some of these lubricants, I don't feel like I got enough. I remember getting like one. I got like.
Did I give you like, one? I don't know.
They have other kinds. Did you get multiple kinds? They have, I guess, flavored. Then they have the original. They have an anal blend, I guess.
I didn't know that.
I don't think they call it the anal blend, but
they should.
Who are they kidding? On there or whatever. Yeah, those are the only ones I've seen. I guess if you hit the mark on your first try, no need to keep innovating. You know?
Yeah.
I must have been in the labs where they're like, we made a lube, and they're like, oh, okay, first try, I bet. Oh, ate shit. So like, we slipped some on the floor, and he's like, all right, well, job done. You know, is this industrial or for sex? Well, I don't know. Just put it out in the market and see what people do with it.
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, stops doors from squeaking and stops women from fussing.
Yeah. We signed 2 huge contracts with Adam and Eve and the Ford Motor Company. You know?
NASCAR loves this stuff.
Hitch, what are you using for lube? Join the conversation.
Oh man, I'm just imagining Hector
going
watching
in dry.
This, looking at my screen, just saying, "Don't say anything, please. Don't say anything. Just laugh and."
Oh yeah, because Hector told me he was an Astro guy, which, you know, to me, like, implied what a rookie Hex was. So, just saying.
Don't put Hitch in an uncomfortable position like that. Making fun of the lube choice of his boss.
Yeah, what is
that? What's his name? Hex has been on PKA before. He hasn't been on when I was a guest, but I'm sure that, you know, he knows the flow of the show and that we tend to get a little silly, you know.
Sometimes. I doubt anybody would judge your lubricant of choice at this day and age when there's so much other stuff going on. Especially,
I'm actually learning a lot right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys have
get on Amazon right now. Just one click buy that stuff. You're gonna love it. It's
comes
wonderful.
in a black bottle. If it's not a black bottle, you bought the wrong stuff.
Yes, it's very good. Yeah. We need to get them as a sponsor. Where's Chiz?
Pride. They didn't have the money. That's how he got that big barrel of supplies.
All they sent was product.
I have shirts. I have a shirt that has the logo as big as my chest, and it says like "Get Wet" or something. Like, you can't wear. It's one of those shirts you can't wear outdoors. I put it on like on a weekend or something, and every now and then I forget. I'm about to step out the door to like go get Kitty a pack of cigarettes or something. I'm like, oh. Let's not keep it wet. Let's
you want to look
polo on or something.
Yeah, like a complete invalid degenerate who walks around public with lube shirts on.
Yeah, disgusting.
So
I really don't.
Oh, go ahead. No, yours is probably better.
I was gonna say you were talking about shirts right there. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but I really don't like shirts that are needlessly obscene and like in your face. Like, I'm not offended by it. I'm just offended that someone would look at it and think this is a good idea. This is what I should wear. I should wear something that has like a big middle finger on it and says, fuck the world, I'm great. Or just some stupid, like, keep calm and fuck women. Or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like the sexual ones because I want to be like, you don't have sex. I can tell because you're wearing that.
I had a friend. His wife was a 10. Whatever, somebody's version of perfect. And they used to go off-roading together. He had this real nice buggy. And he always wore the same t-shirt, like on his off-roading weekends. It said, I love head. And head is that they make skis for snow. And if you know that, then you sort of recognize the head font and know that it's sort of saying, I love this brand of skis. But something about his wife being in the passenger seat as he wore the I love head shirt, it was like, oh, and that's her. Yeah, like it seemed a little. It was extra crude when he wore it with his girl, and
because it's almost like implicating them. And it's like if I wore a shirt that said like "anal sex is the only sex," and then like I took Melissa out to dinner, like even though it's me being a dick wearing that shirt, like she has to sit there and be like, well, now I'm implicated in this weird kind of sex thing that you're doing. So I don't like that. I don't like the over-the-top sex dirty shirt.
The shirt that says I'm with stupid. Like in my head, the I love head, there's like an arrow that says she sucks my dick. And it was just like, like you're... Look, I'm as down as the next guy, right? Maybe more so. But I just feel like, she doesn't deserve that.
It's a bit crass.
Yeah.
It's a bit on the it's a bit on the nose. I like shirts that are a little bit more witty. Like if I'm going to wear a shirt that I think is funny, like one of them that I have that I don't know if it's funny or not, but it's a picture of the Hound, but he's been cartoonized, so he looks like the Colonel from KFC, and it says HFC, Hound's Fried Chicken. And I think that one's funny. And if you watch Game of Thrones, you get the reference from like, oh, I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in this place. That was a great scene, great episode. So like little shirts like that I think are funny. But,
Yeah,
I don't want big hairy balls or something on my shirt, something disgusting that makes me look like a jackass.
I try to avoid graphic tees in general. Jackie went through a phase of buying me every shirt she thought was funny at the store. And I just had a whole wardrobe full of like X-Wing TIE fighters and Superman and like
she goes to Target. That's what it is. She got you the whole lineup at Target. They had this section. I know what section she went to.
I don't know. Yeah. All
right, so you go to Target and they've got this whole thing of t-shirts folded up. They're usually often not even hung. But then they've got like a display of that t-shirt and they take they fold into a square and they put that square behind like laminate of some kind. And you can see this big board of every kind of superhero, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Spider-Man, everything Marvel, old-timey bands, anything trendy or they think would be cool for a graphic tee. And they're like $14 a piece. And she just went, yep. So you're like Iron Man, Spider-Man, AC/DC, like the Beatles, like you got the whole collection. I know this one time.
And I'm just like not that I dress up or anything, but at least like a step beyond graphic tee. Can I get a polo shirt here and there? I go through. We have all my we have like this long hanger. What is it called? The pole. It's a standing clothes rack, I think. Yeah, and it's just like shirt like this one. No. You wash them a couple times, and graphic tees look like the trashiest of shirts.
I have the same problem as you in a lesser extent, but I will be looking through t-shirts sometimes because I'll just be going to a friend's house, hang out or whatever. But there's still like silly graphic tees I have from years ago that I don't want to wear, where it'll be like, oh, I could wear this one. This looks like it'll fit. Oh no, it's a picture of the Monopoly man with that says "I make it rain" on the front. Can't wear that. I'll look like an idiot. Oh, I'll take this one. Oh, it's got a weird looking dinosaur on the front. Do I want to look like I'm really into dinosaurs? That's weird. And just like looking through all that, and then eventually I guess you settle on something plain or like a polo, which I hate wearing polos. So that's
really,
yeah.
I like polos a lot. That's my favorite thing. I like to get a nice T-shirt to match the polo. Like if it's a black polo with like a purple emblem, I like to find myself a polo or like a purple like V-neck to wear underneath it.
Do
I like
you have
polos.
an ironing problem with the polos? Like that's the thing. A T-shirt I feel like doesn't need an iron. A polo does.
I usually have someone iron my clothes for me.
Me too, but she fusses back.
That's one of her jobs. You should buy her a nice iron. Like maybe that would do the trick.
I just feel like the trouble is it's like there's an implied like, hey honey, can you drop everything you're doing and iron this right now? And
no, like it's Monday. I should have at least 7 or 8 iron shirts for my week. Don't you want me to look nice and professional when I go out and put my best foot forward for this family? When I look nice, I feel nice about myself, and I feel like not only do other people treat me better, but I work harder too. Could you do that for me? 30 to 45 minutes of your time from each week to just ensure that every day I'm feeling like the best version of your husband.
Could you do that for me? Would you do that for me? If
not, maybe I could hire this Rosarita chick. I found her on Craigslist. She's 22. She's an exchange student, and she can stay in the guest house. She loves ironing.
She loves ironing and strawberry flavored wet platinum. Just saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
She never gets infected.
I like the way I look in polo shirts more than in graphic tees. I just hate the feeling on my neck for like the first 40 minutes of wearing them, where it just feels itchy and kind of shitty.